Hey YouTube, RobotnikIsSexy here, and this is an underused match that I had this afternoonish with Edwardoughnut Omnom Bray, which is probably the silliest and best name of anyone I've heard in the Pokemon Wi-Fi Battles group. And I am using my underused team that I've used in the past. The previous video that was underused, this is the same team, and I'm very happy with this team. So far it is undefeated, and I just think it really meshes well with everything, and it's wonderful, and it makes me like underused more, because I am using better Pokemon. Yeah, so, yeah, you can see he's got a Smeargle lead. Yeah, the Smeargle was definitely going to be a lead, no doubt about it. The question was, is it going to be Choice Scarfed, is it going to be Focus Sashed? I really hesitated to lead with Mismagius, because I thought it might be Choice Scarfed and then just Spore Me. I had no idea what kind of Smeargle this could have been, and I had no idea it was going to use Magic Coat, which is really clever and really nice. So he bounces back my own taunt, which actually forces my Mew to use Struggle, but we don't get to see it because he uses Spore, predictably. Now I switch in, because my guy's sleeping, he's not going to do anything, and the new sleep rules mean that your guy has to stay asleep for at least one turn, and the sleep counter resets every time your Pokemon comes out, which is a giant pain in the tuchus. So my best play really is to switch into Mismagius or Voodoo Daddy, and set up a sub on the switch, and fortunately, very fortunately in fact, he has the -1 special defense drop from the Shell Smashing, so I can pretty easily 2-hit KO it with that unboosted Shadow Ball. Not sure if I could have 2-hit KO if I could have killed it with 2 hits without the special defense drop. I predict the Sucker Punch because I was thinking, well, if this is a Spiritomb, it probably has Sucker Punch. I use Spiritomb too, and he is a Smash and Pass receiver, which means he's probably a whole bunch of attacks, and like, I don't know, maybe one status thing or something. Fortunately, he does not carry Shadow Sneak. I was really banking on that. I was really thinking he probably had Dark Pulse and Psychic or something. Goes into B-Sharp, who has really given me trouble and underused. B-Sharp and Snorlax both taught me that it's really good to have a phaser and underused. Before being totally crushed by them in the past, I didn't really feel like I needed a phaser and underused. But now I have that shiny Donphan named Trumpy, an homage to Pod People, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's delightfully camp and bad, kind of like Your Hunter from the Future, which I hear is on DVD now. So I'm thinking I'm gonna pick that up, but I'm really veering way off track. Goes into Nidoking, which is another incredibly good Smash and Pass receiver. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just imagine a Nidoking with a +2 and a Life Orb and +2 speed. I've actually thought about using a Nidoking as a Smash and Pass receiver, but I never got around to it because I never had any Smash and Pass Pokemon. And yeah, it lives on a sliver. Nidoking lives on a tiny little itty-bitty sliver, which is just salt in the wound. If I had been able to get my Stealth Rocks up, he would have died from that Acrobat, because it was flying gem boosted and adamant natured and all that. Going to Rudolph, who is definitely my new favorite unused Pokemon. I think he looks... I think his design is crappy, but darn it, he's useful. He's very useful. I switched into Trumpy here because I was trying to predict what status... I was trying to scout what status move he carries, because it's a Deoxys D. He's gonna either have Toxic or Thunder Wave, and most carry Thunder Wave, so I was thinking, well, you know, he'll probably want to Thunder Wave me, but he just sets up a taunt and then Toxics me, which is bad, but I get to blow away his spikes, which is good, and pretty much brings us to a stalemate. I mean, I don't know what attacking moves he has. I think he doesn't have any at all. But I was still kind of scouting around because some carry Psycho Boost, some carry Ice Beam. You know, Deoxys can learn all this different crazy stuff, so I wanted to figure out what it could have. I was pretty sure he didn't have Thunder Wave at this point, so I switch into Mismagius, and he taunts me, and then we double switch, which is kind of curious, which really makes me think he doesn't have Thunder Wave. And I am really glad he didn't, because Rudolph would have been kind of screwed, because he needs his speed to do stuff. And this guy's actually pretty quick, so that's cool. He gets a crit with Iron Head, which hurts a pretty good deal. It takes about almost half my health away, which is pretty cool. Sword Dances, I use Focus Blast. I've got 2 Calm Minds up right now, and I was really hoping I would land Focus Blast, and I do, which is nice. Last time I used Cobellion, he missed 2 Focus Blasts, and then got like 4 or 5 hit KO'd. It was really funny. B-Sharp can't do anything to me. I guess he doesn't carry Brick Break, which is alright by me. He's probably Sub-Sword Dance, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, which is, it's a really good set. So, this, yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I go with the safe, Flash Cannon, because I know that, Focus Blast is bound to miss if I use it or try to even think about it. Again, it's going to miss. Decides to Death Fodder Deoxys. Not really sure why. Probably would have been better to Death Fodder B-Sharp, but I guess he really wanted that priority for Mismagius or something, or all sorts of Pokemon I carry. I decided to save Rudolph because there are no rocks and no spikes, because I blew them away. And since he has really high speed and a Life Orb, I could potentially switch him back in and launch a powerful attack and Kamikaze. So I switch into Donphan because I know he can take hits forever. He actually does have Brick Break. Okay, so he could have used Brick Break and finished Cobellion. So yeah, I guess he should have done that. But I take Brick Break like it's absolutely nothing. Like it does -2 damage, which is pretty cool. And this is really the first time Donphan has really been awesome. And yeah, that's my match, YouTube.